Welcome to this series about capacity and capability building to craft and shape operations, enabling adoption and adaption. As we go through this journey, we take a more in-depth look at selected aspects with a focus on business issues around technological transformation. With these being more in depth on heavier materials, please feel free to review the takeout points if in a rush, but also take your time to go through, pause, and get the real benefits. We hope the skills and expertise shared is of value to you and those you support in this changing world. Please subscribe, add your comments, and share with others. This week, we look at certain aspects around the use of artificial intelligence with some business practices you may wish to consider. A risk-based approach is a core emergent behaviour to be crafted and shaped alongside the design, development, implementation, operation, assurance, and consumption of artificial intelligence products and services. Working within a risk-based approach, the artificial intelligence should be managed end-to-end from the customer's perspective, and this is more than the technology. By identifying the impact points for customers, stakeholders, a risk-based approach to the application and consumption of artificial intelligence can be applied. The risk in the way the artificial intelligence being used is impacting customers, stakeholders in any of the ways identified. Thank you for staying. The design, development, implementation, operation, assurance, and consumption of artificial intelligence products and services is on a risk-based approach. By identifying the impact points to customers, stakeholders of the service and products with the associated risks, the overall quality of offerings can be assured. The common impact points are shown and included in the comments below. What differs is the extent of the impact on who and when. Managing the risk associated with these impact points is more than technology. Why not take a moment to reflect upon technology deployments which have caused problems for customers and the impact points? The impacts to consumers, stakeholders, come from the realization of a series of risks which manifest in different combinations. For a given impact on a certain customer, it is the combination of risks in the artificial intelligence design, development, implementation, operation, assurance, and consumption of products and services which needs to be managed. This makes a risk-based approach to artificial intelligence critical to business with the need for emergent risk management behaviors across business. Within a risk-based approach for artificial intelligence, the need for assurance exists, with testing being part of the assurance. Within artificial intelligence, there is the quality of the data and the performance of the algorithms to consider. Beyond the familiar data quality issues, artificial intelligence brings additional risks in data supply. Ensuring the supply of qualified data with the links to systems, vendor dependency, redundancy of service, agreements, regulatory, licensing, and privacy, amongst others. Permissions, the respective role-based access permissions to data, covering both machine-to-machine and human interaction, whether to initial or derived products. Consistency. Beyond the consistency of supply is the consistency within the data for error management, as well as consistency in meaning and intent. Assurance, an overall risk-based approach to assure data quality to enable the service. The other aspect is the algorithms where learning, managing the risk in the learning of the algorithms, in that they are learning in the right way, but they are learning the right thing. Consider the impacts to recruitment from algorithms learning from a data set of network engineer resumes where the industry is dominated by white, younger males. Consistency, managing the consistency of results from the algorithms for supporting business operations, even where standard data are provided. Other risks are managing the performance of the algorithms in terms of processing times. Bias, managing the risk from biasing in the way algorithms operate and evolution as more data are analyzed. Assurance, an overall risk-based approach to assure algorithm performance to enable the service. A risk-based approach for artificial intelligence requires the management of both data quality and algorithm assurance risk over time, which is more than just the technology, but is the end-to-end service. The learning nature of the algorithms would see benchmark testing implemented as part of assurance within a risk-based approach. This would include a baseline performance would be established with operations measured against it to assure outcomes. Use of scenarios would be applied with the algorithms being able to meet the required scenarios. Iterative and incremental change management of the algorithm's performance. The testing would vary by industry, business, regulatory, and other considerations, and would be a capacity and capability developed as more artificial intelligence is used. The need for emergent behaviors across the business within a risk-based approach to the design, development, implementation, operation, assurance, and consumption of artificial intelligence products and services has been shown. For a small business consuming derived products and services from artificial intelligence through to providers and larger operations transforming around artificial intelligence, a risk-based approach across the business emerges as use of artificial intelligence increases. Thank you for your time. May the skills and expertise shared be of value to you and those you support in this changing world. Please subscribe, add your comments, and share with others.